Many people believe that climate change is only related to warmer temperatures. Sadly, that is not true. We live in an ecosystem where everything is connected, meaning that one change will unleash many other changes. Hello, my name is Martin, and on this video I'm going to be talking about climate change and the effect it has on globalization and international business over the next 10 years. To start off, climate change has been considered to be one of the biggest threats to humanity, mainly because our planet is getting warmer. This happens because of contamination, which creates some sort of blanket around the Earth, trapping the sun's heat inside it, resulting in increased temperatures. Now this causes a lot of catastrophes around the world, such as wildfires spreading in different countries, glaciers melting in the poles, hurricanes, droughts, among other problems. Now all these problems have an impact on many different aspects of life, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to narrow it down to the effect that climate change has on businesses. First, most of the catastrophes I spoke about before have a huge operational impact on industries, causing facility damages, disrupting workforce, in addition to many other things. This is such a big problem for businesses because it makes them spend money on budgets they didn't account for, increasing costs for operational areas. Second, all these increases in water levels, wildfires, droughts, among other things, cause resources to become scarce, mainly the ones such as water, food, and energy. And we all know what happens when resources become very limited. Prices of these resources go up, therefore operating costs go up, which ends up having an impact on the prices of the final products. What I have mentioned so far is related to direct costs for a business in any country. Nowadays, there are a lot of industries expanding all around the world, rightfully so. The incentives for globalization of different businesses are obviously the reason they want to expand in the first place. Now, when you seek to commercialize in a new country, you have to comply with a new set of laws, which are going to vary depending on the country you are going into. This is the third point I would like to talk about. Because of climate change, countries from all around the world have been part of many international agreements, which most of the time end up having an impact on laws. One example of these international arrangements is the Paris Agreement, which entered into force in 2016, and it includes commitment from all parties involved to reduce emissions over time. Countries have to submit a climate action plan every 5 years to provide evidence for their efforts towards helping with climate change. This forces each country's government to take action and modify laws affecting different businesses and their emissions, which could potentially be very harmful economically to those organizations involved. Another important aspect to take into consideration is the reputation behind each company. Those businesses that contribute a lot of emissions to our ecosystem will probably become very unpopular to certain cultures, which could end up resulting in a loss for demand of their products and services. It's really important for these companies to quickly start looking for ways to contribute to society and fit with the cultural changes that a lot of countries are starting to develop. Now, it's not all bad news when we speak about climate change. You might have seen it, but throughout the whole video I have left out a secret message which points out to one of the biggest positive sides of climate change. I'm talking about innovation. You've probably heard about it, but the year 2030 is really important because it could potentially become our point of no return. This is exactly why innovation is so important in this matter. Climate change is forcing industries to innovate and develop new technologies that will reduce the increase in temperatures. Adventuring into new developments can help us increase the use of renewable energies and even help us discover new technologies that had never even been thought of before. The thing is, we have limited time to make these discoveries, which is about 10 years, exactly the timeline we have been talking about throughout the whole video. Secondly, companies should aim to improve their resource productivity, mainly because of scarcity, meaning that efficiency in the use of resources will reduce their costs. Now, to sum it all up, climate change is making it difficult for businesses to globalize and manage international interactions, but it also opens up new market opportunities and a healthy competition towards reducing the effects of what could potentially be the end of our world. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.